Hi guys, welcome back to Not Another Budget. I'm Nicole. If you're new here, hello for the first time. Thanks for coming and watching, and to everyone who has come back again, hello. This is the promised week 2 reconciliation and cards on the table. It's not great. I am really gutted with myself. There are some things that there is an explanation for, and there are some things that I have no explanation for. Overall, the week ran the 8th to the 13th. My health was awful, and that did contribute to what I was able to complete with in terms of my goals. So I was only able to complete the invoicing of the freelance work, and that was a much smaller batch. And then I got the big house to-do list done, but all I did was the list. I wasn't able to list any more I think I listed 10 items overall in that period on Vinted, and didn't get my Duolingoing done, and I didn't read a book. So I wasn't able to complete my goals, and my spending went a little bit haywire. So there's definitely a correlation where I'm not focusing on a set thing for any reason and how I respond spending wise. And I know I'm an emotional spender, and that definitely feeds that, because not only was I feeling physically rubbish, I was not feeling great mentally either. And I will be, I'll be open about that, because it does have an impact on my spending as much as I'm comfortable with. And I have been putting this video off all day because I was putting off doing the reconciliation. I was putting off listing out all of what I'd spent in each category, and then 2 minutes before I started filming this, I got my wage slip through, and that is just not looking how it should look either. So, okay, let's just go into the numbers and then we will go from there. So thanks for watching, and let's go. So my overall income for the week in the end turned out to be £176.15. Now, I had the rollover that was there, and then I was paid the invoicing work, which was £50 on the 11th, so that was paid slightly early, and I actually used that because by this point I'd lost control of my spending, and I didn't need to use it, I chose to use it. And I had £6.15 in from completing some surveys. So there were no more fixed bills, so that still stayed at £18.49 overall, which left me a balance of £157.66, and then it goes a little bit mad. Now, we discussed rewards last week. I didn't spend any more of that, and I am still happy that I chose to do that. I did. That was very early in the week. Food was 3 times what I had budgeted for. So I budgeted 20 and I spent £60.68. Now, the way I have been doing my food shops, because I receive a wage twice a month, one from each employer, I do a smaller food shop on week 1, and week 3. No, I do a smaller food shop for 2 weeks of the month, and then for the other 2 weeks I do a larger food shop. And I have been able, to be fair, since January to get away with the £20 a week for the smaller weeks and £45 a week for the slightly more expensive weeks. I had, by this point, eaten all of my freezer food down, so I had very little in that was ready to eat. I wasn't prepared. I hadn't cooked anything. I couldn't make it over to an Aldi. I am within a 10-minute drive of a Sainsbury's and an Iceland and a Waitrose, but for me to go to an Asda, it's an hour away. A Tesco's is 45 minutes away, and a Aldi is half an hour away. And normally I hit Aldi religiously week after week. And I wasn't able to get there, so I had more food to buy, and I wasn't able to get to the cheaper place. And there was a lot more of what I call quick cooking spending. I love cooking from scratch. I am someone that can do a meal plan. There was no meal plan. There was no cooking from scratch. There was lots of chuck it in the oven or put it in a microwave, and lots of I'm going to eat this because it tastes great and it'll make me feel better. And it happened to come from more expensive stores as well. So that's a vicious combination. But I do think I need to look at whether £20 a week is sustainable on those quieter weeks, and whether £45 a week is sustainable on the more expensive weeks with current food prices. So I am going to experiment with bumping them up for a month and seeing what happens, but that happened there. Cat food came in under, which I suspected it might do. Fuel was 15p over, which is fine. I think we've all had that where we've put fuel in and it's gone a little bit over than you expect. Coffee came in as expected. Rewards, there was no change, and then spending was nearly doubled, and that is a mix of online spending and also cash spending as well. I also didn't food shop at the same time either. I did a smaller one when I went and got some money out last week, and when I went in and put petrol in, and then I did a return trip over the weekend, and that's when I did more spending as well. So I actually, at one point as well, I didn't actually bank the £5 into beauty, so that didn't happen either. I took those coins back out. So there was a balance of £2.09. So overall, the week was crap. And I'm just going to say it. Yeah. It's not feeling great, and it's emotional spending, and it's not planning and not having it in me to do either, quite frankly. So I'm not feeling too great about this budget, particularly, you know, hindsight is an amazing thing, but I think even that £50 wage to carry forward this week, that would have been this week's wages from the freelancing, would help. And as a consequence, I have had to message my freelance employer to see if they've got even more work that I can take on this week's delivery for next week's pay. And I am going to have to look at my payment dates and how I am now structuring my weeks, because I am going to need that freelance pay in by Sunday, because I have my rent coming out on Monday. And at the minute, it's looking tight. I certainly can't do all the things I want to do. I'm sure me asking to be paid on a Sunday or a Saturday, for example, isn't going to be a problem. They're super flexible. It's actually just making sure I've got the quantities and the work there. So I don't really have any more to say apart from it's not acceptable as far as I'm concerned. And it's there and it's done. So I'm going to move on because I'm going to move on because this isn't great. But what I do have is 2 weeks worth of change and coins. So let's get the ball rolling on getting some money to one side and doing that, and let's start again. Thankfully, I have not yet done my week 3 budget, because if I had, I would be really in need of redoing it or panicking, because my wage is about £300 less than what I was expecting, based on the fact that I am meant to be getting contractual sick pay and not statutory sick pay. So I have either not been paid for some hours somewhere, or there is a question mark over the thing, and I'm just going to have to wait and then deal with that with my employer tomorrow. So let's go through the coins. This is going to be a little bit loud. I'm going to try and be a little bit upbeat for this section, because I have been waiting to do some savings challenges, and I mean, to be honest, I'm not feeling great today either, and I'm trying really hard to be upbeat and okay, but I am gutted by that budget, and I'm a little bit worried about week 3's budget. And yeah. Okay, right. This is going to be a little bit loud, so just bear with me here for a second. Right. So, like I said, this is 2 weeks worth of coins. Obviously, I only had £2.09 and 9p left, and this is just an accumulation. I said in a couple of videos ago that I was actually keeping back my pounds and £2 coins that I had from a couple of weeks before, and that is because I was waiting on the lovely mandala challenge by Simple Budgets. But let's just put those to one side for now. Okay, I think I've got them all. And I'm also, because I am there's one bit of Happy Mail which is delayed, which is why I haven't yet done a part 2. There is a 50p challenge coming in there, and that is going to contribute to some of my spending sinking funds, particularly the smaller ones. So I have all these 50p's here. I'm going to put them back in the pot for now, and we will do those once that challenge arrives. So we have all of these coins here. So we've got 2, 4. So we've got 15p in coppers. So I'm actually going to get my 1p challenge and take that one off there now. And like I said, I will put all of these in my copper jar after the video, because I know that this noise is not great for everyone. And I have another penny there, which is awesome. So we'll take you off. Yeah, this is a bit of a different video. Normally I'm really chatty, and I am just really struggling to do that at the minute. I'm kicking myself. I really, really am kicking myself. But we move on. Life goes on. Money goes on. These things happen. I'm 2 weeks in. I'm tempted to do... I have 30p in 5p's. Do excuse my phone very rudely going off. I have 30p in 5p's, so I can take that one off as well. I'm tempted to do a 4-week review, actually, on kind of like my first month of cash budgeting. One thing I'm definitely going to do is I am not going to go to town, get the cash out, then go food shopping, and then go get petrol, and then do things. I'm going to go to town. I will take that hit on the petrol, draw the cash, bring it back, and stuff. And then you guys can see that, you know, I'm stuffing X amount on food, and that is it. Because how can you guys keep me accountable if you're not seeing me do that? Quite frankly. So we have 40p in 10p's. This is a slightly strange way for me to do this. I do acknowledge that. And I also have enough petrol this week, actually, in my car where I can do that extra drive, mainly because I've barely gone anywhere. Yeah, I think I willingly took to the sofa this week. We have £1 in 20p's, £1.40 in 20p's, so we can take that off as well. And I think what I'll do is I will, as long as I can do it in denominations, I will do, where are you? There we go. And I will do a different colour pen for each month. The spending was on nothing that I needed. We're just going to pause for the train. If you can hear any kids playing outside, I don't have children, but there are a lot of kids living around where we are. I am opposite a very local kind of play park, so you can hear that sometimes. But a little bit like now in the background, I'm talking over my neighbour. But yeah, So, do excuse me, health is not where it should be. It's affecting my spending, and it looks like I'm going to go for the entire month of September without working physically in store. And I am a little bit worried. I have been told I get contractual sick pay. That was why I have, quite frankly, abided by doctors' instructions and not forced myself to go back before I should. And I need to do a real look at what that is, what that breakdown is. It was a quick glance before I came on. So, okay. The mandala challenge is again going to go towards a savings pot. I haven't yet decided which one, but I felt that this was a good way to do it. Otherwise, I would just keep on spending this and keep on spending this, and it would all be gone, and I would have no record of it. So I have £8, £10 and £14. Now, if it comes to it, and I am shy £10 or £14 of whatever I need for whatever my budget looks like going forward, I will take this back out. But I want to start and I want to do, otherwise I think I will always find reasons to put this off. So I really don't want the camera to shake just because I am colouring on a table. I find this quite relaxing, and it does look like the camera is shaking, so I am sorry. Yeah, and I have got to do that food shop, so I can't avoid that. And it's also that one point in the month where loo roll runs out, laundry powder runs out, washing up liquid runs out, deodorant runs out, shampoo and conditioner runs out. So I need to look at what and how I'm going to do everything. But at the minute, I'm not working with all of the information. Once I have my work dropped in over tonight, because we swap over completed work and then I receive a new batch on a Tuesday evening. Once that is back in and done, and I've done a thorough analysis, I think rather than just a quick unit count, I'll do a full going over, and then I'll know what I can expect. It may be that this is the week where I do a shorter week and run it from tomorrow to Sunday. So at the minute I am just talking through my thoughts, so anything that you may want to comment on, please let me know down below. I would like to hear your input. I may not respond straight away, so anyone who has commented, I am sorry if I haven't got back to you. I haven't been in the best state to do so. So thank you for your understanding there. So anyone who has commented, I will take the time to reply, because if you can take the time to comment, then I can certainly take the time to get back to you. So there's just that one there. So we've got 6 £1 coins as well. It may be that I run week 3 for a shorter week and run it Wednesday to Sunday. That's the one. And then incorporate the freelance wage for this week, make up any difference that may or may not be needed, and then go from there. I am still waiting on Vinted. Orders are starting to confirm in terms of the money is now starting to arrive in the balance, but not everything has yet been delivered, and there have been a couple of people who have received the item and it's not fit them for whatever reason, or they have contacted after the item has been shipped and after they have been paid and then said, oh, I didn't mean to press pay, what do I do? all of the things that just come with selling online. But actually, to be fair to Vinted, it happens for me far less often on there than it would do, I think, on an eBay or an Etsy. So let's put these in here. So there is £14 going in the penny and the coin savings jar. For now, I'm going to put the £2 in there. I'm not going to be precious about having them separate. I don't often get this many £2. And then that is done, and then they can live together, and we will see where we get with that one next week. Just quickly, all of my, again, spending that I didn't need to do, but I did get another binder, 2 binders. So I'll just give you a quick tour of this as I spent money on it, so you might as well see it. So we have this one, which is the one lovely one from Rainbow Budgets, and I have to say the other 2 are from Amazon and the quality is nowhere near, but they were quick and they were blue and blue marble. So this is my standard one, and I am going to take this out and I am going to take it and stuff it and do it, and I'm going to expense it out properly. No more of this half-arsing around. Excuse my French, ladies and gentlemen. This one is my long-term savings, so this one will be sitting empty, I think, for quite a while. I did, and a couple of you have either commented or left a message for me privately about the wedding, because it was weighing on my mind on my sinking fund video. I just want to clarify, I hated putting down the amount of £2,000. I do not want to spend that whatsoever. I don't want to go to the hen do at all, and it will be the thing that I can duck out of. And I am in the process of speaking to family already about looking at going in together, accommodation options, and what can we get booked early, even if it's just reserving things, and what would that split be, and can we car share, and how long would that be for? Because it is August, I've already booked that annual leave off, so I know what time I'm working with. So this isn't a priority whatsoever. The hen do is not a priority. I don't want to go, but I just wanted to add that little addition on because a couple of you had gotten in touch about that there. And as I say, no update yet on the Vinted, just because I am waiting for funds to clear in, although overall it has gone well, as I have said, but I don't want to do anything just in case, as everything has not arrived. People may then get their item and they're not happy with it and they decide they want to return it, and I then lose those funds. And this is my spending sinking funds, which will be sitting empty for a little bit as well. So a much shorter video today, even by my standards, and there's me knocking the camera while I just faff around. Yeah, not a great week overall for more reasons than one, but these things are sent to try us, and this is why I'm doing this, and I have to face these feelings, and this coming week will be better. It's going to be a challenge in different ways, but do you know what? I just need to pull my finger out. I need to get listing again and prep for the fact that my wage at the end of the month may be smaller than what I thought it might be. So forewarned is forearmed, and we need to deal with the fact that my wages are about £300 short of what they should be. So I can contact my employer tomorrow when the office is open and go from there. So there will be a plan, and we will get there. I've not been as active on Instagram over the past few days. I've not been, without going into too many details, I have not been great. There have been far more doctor's visits in the past 7 days than there have been in the past 3 weeks, and there have been a lot of doctor's visits in the past 3 weeks. So that's not been nice. And I am going to have to make some decisions overall about my lifestyle and my income and my work-life balance. All of that I think I will do a separate video on for sure. But yeah, we will go from there. It's been rubbish. It's been really bad, but I have been sitting there passively in the background. I have seen all of your comments. I have read them. Thank you to anyone who has subscribed. There's been a little spike in the past couple of days. I don't know why. But thank you so much. And I will be back to normal hopefully tomorrow or on Thursday. I will release my week 3 budget. Once I know what's going on, I will have got the cash out and I'll have done that, and then we will do a cash stuffing as well. So thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to do the usual. If you guys watch YouTube, you know what it is: like, comment, subscribe. Please feel free to get in touch if you have anything that I've not considered. I do take it all on board, and we will then go from there. But thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.